Hi, friends. Good morning. Oh, look, we look like we're next to a nice living tree surrounded by death. We pretty much stayed in a burn area last night, and it was really not spooky, but there were trees creaking.
It's not the safest idea.
Yeah,
at any one
we couldn't
moment,
really
these trees
see
could
last
collapse.
night. This is what he was talking about. Yeah, we tried to pick a spot where none of the trees were leaning towards it, like this. See that one?
But, I mean, now that we can actually see this morning, we look over across the way and there's a bunch of living trees that surround a tent site all lovingly.
Yeah, we couldn't see when we were picking a tent site. This little oasis is where we could have stayed last night.
Much safer.
Instead, we stayed in this oasis of death. It was like right here. So we did like 9.5 miles in like 3.5 hours last night. And then we did the other about 14 miles in like 11 hours. So that really goes to show like how much quicker I move when it's not hot and bright out. I think that I just get tired from the sun or something. And then once the sun goes down, I like run. So I don't even know if I mentioned it. Our next town is near Crater Lake National Park. So we're actually going to Crater Lake National Park. And then the town is Missoula. What is it?
Mazama.
Mazama. So we sent my shoes there. So hopefully they're there. And we sent a package ahead. It's only been like 5 days. So hopefully they both made it and we can keep going. We're only like 10 miles out. So we're hoping to get there before noon. Not as smoky today, at least. You can see the clouds.
I feel like every morning you can see the clouds. It's the horizon you can't see.
Watch out for this one, babe. Don't get hit in the face. Stop. I don't understand why this says U.S. boundary. We're not leaving the U.S. What is MPS? Not
National
sure.
Park Service?
Oh, yeah, National Park Service. All right, we're entering Crater Lake National Park. No mushroom picking. We were really excited for picking the mushrooms. I guess we can't do that now. Just kidding. Now I'm curious what mushrooms are in here that people are picking. That prompted the sign. Kyle's stuck. Come on, Kyle.
Tree, let me go! Wait, I came through this way.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't even recording you. I was just laughing and watching.
Tree.
There's like a bunch of woodpeckers. Oh, are they sharing?
This is why trees fall on people.
They're just doing it so gently, though. Oh, no, I lost them. Where'd they go?
No. Having my life in control of these damn yellow demons.
Kyle has a bee that's following him somewhere. And I said, "These." Oh, there it is. Where is it? Do you see it? Oh, it's back. Just don't sit on it. Stop. I just told him, I was like, you must have a scent that bugs like. That's why you're married to a gnat. Get it? A gnat. Hee. Alright, we're going to Mazama Village. Or what was the other way you pronounce it?
Mazama?
Mazama? One of the two. These the mushrooms you're not supposed to harvest? They look like they're coming up from the burnt
Pine needles.
pine needles, yeah. Interesting. Got some more weird mushrooms.
No picking.
Yeah, don't pick them now. Here we go. Yes, it's the road. Gonna go get lunch. This is the best thing I've ever tasted. I love lemon and I love lavender. So good. Ruby Jewel.
Yeah.
Got my new shoes.
Longer
Look at the
lifetime.
comparison of the two.
Research these topo. And they
Look
were
at
trying
what
to
this
get
one
topos
does.
in there, but
Look at what this one does.
close to the tip.
How are you? Good, how are you?
These ones are so much better. I'm so excited. Got my fresh kicks. Compliments of my papa. These feel so much better. I can't feel anything that I'm walking on. Right now I'm walking on like basically sand. But I'm sure they'll be great. Not on sand too. They're so much more squishy. My dad's the best. Thanks, Dad.
That zipper that you fixed?
Oh, I fixed the zipper
Is
on our
amazing.
tent. I also fixed the zipper on our tent because we got here early and it took me an hour and it looks really terrible. I am not
It doesn't
a
matter if it looks
seamstress,
terrible, it works.
but it works so much better.
So much better.
We will not have any ants. Well, maybe we'll have a few on my side of the tent, but on that side of the tent, it is a fortress. Also, I can't believe what a difference, Kyle, a pair of shoes makes, and I should have gotten new shoes like 300 miles ago because they've been bothering me for probably since like 300 miles in the Sierra. I kind of could tell they were going. So make sure you have your shoe resupply and make sure you know the how long your shoes last, because people say these only last like 400 to 500 miles, which I was like, man, I'm just gonna see how far they go, and they do. They only last like 300 to 500 miles. The Sierras were tough on them. Look at how sad they are.
There's like nothing left on these.
Yeah.
They're like flat.
Kyle loves that I'm doing this.
Say goodbye to your shoes.
Goodbye, shoes. Now open it and make sure they're gone.
Or where else would they have gone?
I don't know.
Double
Communal
birded, half pound for $20.
Of course.
Keep my mask up for COVID.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. I'm gonna do that. You wanna do that?
Does that look good? Does it look
So good.
So you just gotta go opposite. No, you gotta follow my arm. Follow my arm.
You go forward.
Oh yeah.
It's not as easy as it looks, folks. There you go.
This is cute.
Look at this huge moth. That's like,
Got little furry antennae.
mm-hmm.
And there's other ones.
A lot of them. Good morning again. It's warm out today, but we're gonna do the Crater Lake Rim Trail. It's an alternate to the PCT. So hopefully we'll get some views. It's a little smoky yet, but not super bad. So I think we'll be able to see at least a little bit. And then I wanna go swimming today. So I'm gonna make Kyle stop and let me swim somewhere, hopefully in Crater Lake. Road walking to the trail. We're gonna try and hitch it, but there's not very many cars. Pacific Crest Trail. We are back after road walking. We never got a hitch. Doesn't say no mushroom picking. All right, we are leaving the PCT to do the Rim Trail. We're gonna be at the Rim Village in 2 miles. Oh, here it is, 2.4. Oh. Let me zoom in. Rim Village, 2.4. So people said that this trail is, quote, like the AT, where you're going up and down a lot steeply. So we will see if we ever want to attempt the AT, if we like this or not. Okay, we made it to the Rim Village and Cafe and Gifts. That was the toughest climb we've had in a little bit. It wasn't bad, but it was pretty steep. All right, here's Crater Lake. That's Wizard Island, that shadow. And here's the lake.
Sitting, standing. Not much to see.
Yeah. I rewarded myself. Lawnmower Lager, Oregon brewed.
Lawnmower rag.
This is the way Kyle eats now. Why are you doing this? He was doing this before I was recording, and I was like, let me record you. Alright, so there's a group on trail that's called the Minnesota Hikings, and they called us the Wisconsin Slackpackers, like the Packers, the Minnesota Vikings. It's funny, but I feel like slackpacking might be an insult from them. So if you're watching and you're from Wisconsin, we need to come up with a better name for ourselves and for them. This is kind of cool to learn about the white bark pine trees. Oldest living plants in Crater Lake National Park. Here, you can pause it if you want to read the whole thing. But I think that's these little trees that they're growing here. You can kind of see the water moving down there. See if I can zoom in. I don't know if you can see it on this video. And you can see the shadows of the mountains that surround it. So this basically shows that they think that the volcano erupted and blew a big hole in the ground and it filled with water. So this is also the deepest lake in the whole US, I think. This shows like the different areas of how deep it is. Then over here, that's how they measured it in 1886. And they redid it with the sonar something. But greatest depth is 1943. So there's Wizard Island, and here's one of the sides of the lake. You can actually kind of see this now. Are those islands normally there?
They're probably a lot.
I think this is the widest trail we've ever walked on. That's like actually a trail. So this trail is really steep. I'm pretty sure this is the steepest day that we've had in a very long time. I don't know exactly how much because Gut Hooks only shows the PCT elevation and not the alternate. And since the Rim Trail is an alternate, we don't know exactly how much elevation we're doing, but the climbs are like straight up almost, like 45-degree angle. That's not straight up, but like, you know what I mean. Everything else is like way more gradual.
I'm gonna go over and go.
Alright, this is what it's supposed to look like. Fleetwood Cove, that's where we want to go swimming. If we can get a hitch there. Sun Notch. Here's the Rim Village where we just were. That's where I got my snacks. I don't see Mazama Village. You see it?
Because it's down here.
Okay. Anyways, this is what it looks like. Ooh.
Oh,
Barely
look, you
see
can see the.
anything.
You can't, no.
You can see a little bit of the water, at least. This is a really tough trail for the disappointing nothingness we can see. like a random trapdoor. Just on the trail. Kyle, try and lift it. See how heavy it is.
No,
Please?
no, my pack's heavy enough.
Ugh. I think these are the trees that they're trying to grow in that area. It's like living, but the bark is kind of gone and it's super twisted. Wonder how old this one is. The Rim Trail. Ugh.
Got my beer and my M&Ms.
He's a happy boy. We stopped at this water cache. Somebody fills up these blue totes with water because otherwise it would be how many miles without water?
Another 9, and well, it'd be
So we did 12.
25.
Yeah. So if somebody keeps up this water cache, we are very thankful. We got water, and then we got trail magic from somebody who has a car here. A beer.